It is a beautiful, bright Sunday. I'm not going to complain because that's insanity to complain about the sunshine after screaming for it for 6 months. Okay. Anywho, I don't think that's why I'm on here. But why I am on here is I just got out of church and we were coming out of Matthew 12 because we're reading through Matthew. We've been doing that all year. And so Matthew 12 is where Jesus' disciples, they picked from, I can't think exactly the terms, but some type of plant, right? Y'all go read it for yourself because I'm butchering what they actually picked from. Some type of plant that they picked. They had to do a little winnowing to pick off, I guess it was berries or something, whatever it was. And so the Pharisees saw them and asked Jesus, why are your disciples doing work on the Sabbath, right? And so it went into a whole discussion of Jesus, schooling them, correcting them as he typically had to do. And so it was really interesting because the pastor was talking about how we typically look at Pharisees in this time and day and time as the quote unquote bad guys. But then he started breaking down how they got to that point because they started off at looking at how many times people prior to them, children of God, Israel, prior to them, had failed God miserably, right? And so they were like, well, we don't want to fail God. So we're going to put boundaries, nice little fences around his law so that or borders, if you will, so that we will not even get anywhere close, okay, to failing God this time. And so, for example, if the speed limit is 45, they were like, and of course, this is an analogy. They were like, hey, let's go 35 because we're not trying to break any laws. You hear me? We're not failing like the ones failed in the past. But that showed their heart. In their heart, they didn't really trust God because you don't have to add anything to God's law. And it showed it even more so when Jesus came and they just couldn't receive him because they were so connected to the boundaries or borders they had put up around God's law. And Jesus came to fulfill it, not change it, not tear it down, fulfill it. And they could not conceive that because of the boundaries they had put up. And so now I'm taking that thought to us in 2025, and I'm speaking to Christians. What assistance, quote unquote, are we trying, attempting sorely, desperately to help, quote unquote, God that does not need our help because we don't really trust him?